Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Downtown Las Palmas, but not the actual version of where you hold them in your hand and try to assemble the best city you can. No, today I'm going to be playing the tabletop variant right here, which if you follow the QR code, you can read the rules to yourself, or you just watch this video. So, we don't need the rulebook, we don't need the wallet. Let's set up. To set up, get the deck or shuffle. Oh, still had some cards left over from my last game. Sorry. Just flip those over. Flip and shuffle. Then we're going to draw 2 cards, which are going to be our goals for the day. So, Made in the Shade gives us 2 points per canopy. And the times will give us 5 points if there are 2 or more clocks. So, let's look at what the clocks and canopies are. These are the canopies. Along with stuff like that's also a canopy. Then we want some clocks, like that one or that one. Okay, which for all these cards, the black or the brown colored parts are scoring elements. The rest is just building and flavor, not text. Artwork, I guess. So, just give this another quick shuffle. These are 2 goals. Now, to play the tabletop variant, we're going to take 3 cards, lay them out like this. We're going to put it right at the bottom of the screen, because we can't really move it once we place it. We're going to place the 3 cards in this style. Doesn't matter what cards you place there. It's going to be there's here to separate the 2 goals. Then I'm going to take them back, shuffle the deck back up, and then you're going to draw 2, which these are the ones we can place. And the deck will just go off to the side. These will go over here. Alright, so in Downtown Las Palmas, you are going to be building a city. You're going to score most points for every card that is visible, and then 1 point so you'll score 2 points for every card that's visible, 1 point for every 2 scoring features that are visible. Then you'll lose 2 points for any card that's fully hidden, where there's no scoring elements of it that you can see on the card. It's like, even though this one you can see the card, there's no scoring elements, so it doesn't count. But if we move it like that, that would count. So you lose 2 points for those. And then you also gain your points for these goals. Along with, in the tabletop variant, any cards that you have to discard, you'll score negative 2 points. Any cards that are left in the deck, you'll score negative 2 points. So, that's the scoring. But how do you place them? To place them, you'll either place them as the front of the city with the sidewalk, or as the back with the sidewalk hidden, and any elements that would attach to the sidewalk have to be hidden also. So we could then go like that, and now we're building our city upwards. Or we could flip it and go like that or something. However, some of these cards, like this one, have sky. So you're not allowed to place a building above sky, because last I checked, buildings don't float. So they have to always be just building a building upwards. So we can go like that. This building is just going upwards, but they can't go over the sky, as I said. You have to place them in their orientation, either vertical or some cards are horizontal. Then you are going to, the other rules, you can't have, we'll say like this, you can't have building or an scoring element obstructed by sky, because that doesn't make sense. Because why would they suddenly disappear halfway in the sky? So, to recap, you can't cover them up by sky. buildings can't be floating. Buildings have to have one element visible. They have to, yeah. You can cover scoring elements, but they'll only score if they're fully uncovered. It's like this junior jiu-jitsu. It would score like that, but as soon as you go like that, it won't score anymore. So, that's how well, the only other rule for the tabletop variant is that once you place it, you can't move it. In the in-hand game, you can move them, rearrange the cards as much as you want. But for here, once you place it, it's stuck. So, we'll just give this another shuffle. I believe I moved these cards a bit, so let's just reorient them. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to want to get a lot of clocks and a lot of canopies. Clocks go up high, canopies usually go on the bottom. So, here's our 2 starting cards with a clock and 2 canopies. So, let's put one off to the side. Let's place this one first. We'll just start our city going with 2 canopies. Nice. Draw our next card. Okay. That has some spires, but other than that, isn't super helpful. Now, do we want to just kind of cut this part of the building off with some sky? Yeah, let's do it. No, let's play this card. We're gonna just place off the side, which for the tabletop variant, you can't go past the 2 gold cards. This is your city, and you can't go under because we don't have any underground cards. So we have to cut off a little bit of sky here, or create a bit of sky, cutting off our building upwards, but I think that's fine. So we're going to get another one, which let's go like that. Rearrange it so no sky is showing. Get some nice pieces and a canopy. Try a new one. I'm going to use this one to build up. We'll just build it up right there. Got some more buildings. Draw a new card. Ooh. This one doesn't have any elements I want, and it cuts off the sky a little bit. But it does cover most of this, so maybe we can slide it under there. Yeah, that looks good. Draw another card. Okay, so we're going to have to cut off the sky a bit now. But we do get a clock for either one. So let's go right here. We are now playing sign up in the sky. And for the Palm Theater. So we'll place it back on the side. Draw a new card, which is again a sky card. Actually, let's discard this one because this doesn't have any elements we want. We'll just discard it, take it out of the game. It will be negative points for us though. We'll draw a new one, which we will try to fit back here. Okay. Ew. Okay. We were able to get most of it done. There we go. So we get one element and half another one, but that doesn't count. But that should be good. Okay, we got a natural history museum, which I believe is going to be in the sky. Yeah, let's go there. This is a tall city and a slightly weird one. Okay, we draw a new card. This has a clock, but it also has palm trees, which I believe you can't leave any uncovered that would touch the ground. But I'll check. Okay, so yeah, I checked, and yes, if a card has elements that are on the ground or the ground is showing, it has to be aligned with the rest of the ground cards, which we don't really want to do that, so we're going to be very careful and place it like that. Well, we weren't supposed to move that one, so just putting it back where it was. But that means this one has to be on the ground. And it's going to cut off a lot of sky. So I'm going to throw that one away too, unfortunately. Some more negative points. Whoops. Here's our new card. We throw it like that. It does cut off some more sky. It doesn't actually have any stuff we want. Ooh, we can slide it in here. Make sure that we don't rearrange everything else. And if we can get this right. There we go. Okay. But that one's also up there in showing. So, ooh, this is a good one. Because it's just full of card. So we can place it right about there. And it'll just keep building our city upwards. Draw a new card. Ooh, probably should put that one over there actually. Because we can't put it like that. Because why is there sky in the why is there ground in the sky? But we'll hold on to that. I think it's time to cut this one off. We're gonna put it right there. So that's where that was. Then we got our western something right at the top of it. We'll draw a new card. Which has the junior jiu-jitsu, which I was using earlier. We'll cut this off a bit. Well, actually, we could. Well, and then here's the last two cards of the deck. So we'll sneak Abby's Bagels. Ooh, it's not gonna fit. Okay, so we're gonna save that one. Maybe use it later. We're gonna put this card right about. Nope. Okay, it shows over there. So that's not going to work. So, fortunately, I think I'm going to have to discard this card unless I want to place it down here. Which would give me 3 points versus 2 there. See how we'll... Or 3 elements instead of the 2 there. So we'll place that one there. Just fully overlapping it. Then this one. This one, unfortunately, I'm going to have to toss too. So, that's how you play the game. Now let's score. So, to score, again, we are going to look at 2 points for every visible card in your city. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 24. We do have one fully hidden, unfortunately. Then we get 1 point for every 2 fully visible scoring elements, rounded down. So we're at 24 so far. Now let's score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Which, if you take 35 and cut it in half, that is 17 more points. So we're now at 24 plus 17. 41. Not sure why it took me that long. Ooh. Then we'll lose 2 points for this hidden card. And 2 points for each of these. So that's negative 8 points. So taking us from 41 back down to 33. Then we're going to score for our last two, the 2 goals. We'll get 5 points if there are 2 or more clocks, which we have exactly 2. So that's 5 points. Taking us back up to 38. And Made in the Shade will give us 2 points per canopy, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2 is 8, which if you add that to 38 would be 46. So that's our final score is 46 points, which if we look at the scoring, when playing at the tabletop variant, you look at for the medium hand, we got 48, I believe, or 46. So we are a city planner. If we got just a few more, we would have been a planning manager, but alas. And that's how you play Downtown Las Palmas. If you liked this video, there should be another one that I think you'll like up in the corner. And thanks for watching. Bye.